our own ecosystem. So that is what we are doing. This is what we are doing in Digiu. So when we talk about Digiu, Digiu is talking about, in fact, Digiu is an ecosystem for development and financing of product and projects in uh, artificial intelligence, blockchain, and new modern technology. As we can see here in the screen, we have in one side, we have the web-wise capital, that is the part of financing. We have the technological framework, that is the part of developing, and down we have the part of the community. The part of the community is that, you know, we are dealing with IT, we are dealing with the digital, because DGU stands for digital you. That means you in the digital. So now in the digital, you know that we cannot, the digital product, in fact, go with the community, go with people, go with, in fact, the crowd. That is why DGU cannot escape the part of bringing people all over the world together. You know, through the digital, let's say, technology, it is possible for us all over the world, in fact, to develop some technologies where all of us, we see and we meet ourselves. You know, before then, it was not easy, but today, it is easy with the technology for us maybe to be communicating, you see, with people in other countries like this one. So now, like that, GGU wants to develop like a very large ecosystem. And here, as we can see four main parts just in GGU ecosystem. In one side, we have the web-wise capital. In another side, we have the technological framework. In another side, we have what we call the community. And there we have the management of the company. Now, when we talk about the technological framework, in the technological framework, we can discover two main elements, or let's say main sets. We can have in one domain, or let's say one area, blockchain lab. In another area, we also have AI, that is artificial intelligence lab. What is the blockchain lab? The blockchain lab is the environment in GGU where products and projects are developed inside, you see, the domain of blockchain. And there we may have like a cross-chain. Today, in our days, we already have our cross-chain A1. We may have Apato. You know that Apato is one of our projects. We may have also other projects like RWA Marketplace, RWA Bank also, because all those domains are at the level, at the dimension of blockchain. And in another side, we also have artificial intelligence. When we talk about artificial intelligence here, we are talking about artificial intelligence. We are talking about in fact, those products, or let's say the environment, or let's say the place in GGU where the product and projects in artificial intelligence are developed. Now, here we may have like digital identity, predictive analysis, and here in that domain, we already have GGU Wealth. That is the first product in GGU that was able to pay dividends several times, let's say several years. In all those years that just passed, in fact, it was through GGU Wealth that dividends were paid. Now, like that, we also have what we call biometrics, computer vision, and so on. Now, just imagine that this is the level of AI lab. But now, the question is, too many people may say that in the world today, we have other projects that are developing artificial intelligence. And there are also other projects that are developing blockchain. And the truth is that whether in blockchain or artificial intelligence, some projects are very far from GGU. Why is GGU too important that we can trust? In fact, that can, let's say, draw our attention. It's just because with GGU, we develop like a kind of bridge between blockchain and artificial intelligence. You know, we started talking on, let's say, the relationship, or let's say the close relationship of artificial intelligence and blockchain since 2020. But it is later on that, for example, I think 2022, that Guterres, that is the founder of Ethereum, talked about it in the whole world. That is why we have a good advance in AI agents today in the world. And we are also developing other projects like that that brings interaction inside the blockchain that enables, in fact, the new technology to function normally. So that is what we do in Digiu. That is why you will realize that it is inside technological framework. In another side now, we have what we call the venture capital. When we talk about the venture capital, these are the various projects that has been financed in Digiu already. And we also have the management of the company. In the management of the company, we may have the marketing, the finance, the development, the lawyers, and even the support. In another side now, we have the community. You and I are part of the community. Today in the community, we have more than 300 and let's say 3.2 million people that are, let's say, relating with us. We have more than 183 partners. We have more than 22 investors, and we are in 188 countries. Now, let me say something here before continuing. Digiu has the mindset to be developed in every country. In every country. We started talking about, in fact, maybe Mr. Gaffa will come on it, maybe, let's say with details, but we are working with countries. That means to develop the ecosystem inside the countries, because there is a place where we are starting to have data banks inside the countries. We start to have, in fact, those development inside those countries. But it is not in the countries where we just have one investor, two investors, three investors. No, it is where we have like a huge community. That is why it is good for all of us to work for the development of the ecosystem inside, or let's say the inside your country. So I am happy to hear that we have people from Kenya like this, we have people from other countries and so on, but we must not just remain like this. We must also invite our friend, bring our friend in the ecosystem. Why? Because there is the vision of Digiu is to be developed in various countries, That means in Kenya now, maybe we may have like one investor, 5 investors, 10 investors, but the community must be growing. In fact, the community must grow every time until the community is at a certain level where Kenya has a national representative. And with the national representative, in fact, the vision of the company will be followed, because our desire is to conquer the whole world. We need to understand it very well, but we will come back to this one again when we talk about the partnership. Now, RWA Bank and RWA Marketplace, these are great ecosystems. You know, Mr. Gerard used to say that when we talk about Digiu, we are talking about a conglomerate, I think, a conglomerate, okay. And because it is a set of ecosystems, we have, for example, EWA ecosystems. That means it is made of too many projects and products. We also have RWA Bank, that is itself an ecosystem. We have RWA Marketplace, that itself is an ecosystem. In RWA Bank, we have deposits, we have credits, we have insurance, we have the payment service, we have the product. We also have the, let's say, Digiu Wealth. You see, in now RWA Marketplace, here we have the tokenization platform, we have the marketplace, we have investment opportunity, we have consulting services, we have educational resources, we have assets management, we have technical infrastructure solution. So now like that, just imagine that in 2023, we just have, let's say, 5 products, but today, you see, in fact, in the vision, we were supposed to have 5 products in 2023, 10 products in 2024, and 20 products in 2025. But you will realize that we are in advance with our objective. Now, look at the number of projects we already have. You see that we have too many projects like that because here it is a whole ecosystem. Why is it like that? Because if one project, you see, let's say does not succeed, the other one will build the ecosystem, let's say, to the sky. That is the idea. But now, like that, we need to know that, in fact, all the projects we are building, or let's say we are either developing or financing, are projects of the tendency. That means where the world is going to. Because just know that we are dealing with the new technology. Now, during 2023 December and 2024 October, the growth in the project, the number of projects was 460%, and it continuing to grow. Just know that we are at the faces of the capital fund. That means here it is at the time of capital fund. That means the second the stage of development of the company. Now, just know that here, this is the roadmap of Digiu, what we had at the beginning in mindset, and we are following our objectives. But the most important is for you to see 2028 and 2030, because we will go very far. But now you also need to know that to go very far is not just a matter of promise, it's also a matter of working. The company expects us to also work to develop the company. That is why there is a massive campaign today for the development of the company, or let's say of the community, the development of the community. Too many people today just think about scams, 1% per day, 2% per day, and after 2 months, in fact, the business is over. But we are working on something that will last for generations. Now we have EWA, that is our cross curve, or let's say that is our cross chain. You see, EWA, that is a project of our cross curve, our cross chain. We do not want to emphasize on it today. This is our community. We have already talked about it. You see, this is our community and what we have now in the statistics of Digiu. But the desire of Digiu this year is to be developed at a certain level, at a certain dimension. Why? Because in the digital milieu, in the digital projects, the community is very, very, very important. And let's say the company is waiting for us to do that work. That is why there is also a reward for everyone that is bringing people inside the company. That means when you speak with others about Digiu and they come and they invest, they give you some, let's say they reward you for that one. And let me tell you, too many people are paying their installment today thanks to the investment of people they have bought. That is why it's very important. You know that it is not good to hide a good news. Some people know the impact, the importance of Digiu, but most of people do not want to share with others. It is good to share. Now, the KYC now has been launched now in 78 countries, because just know that we are 188 countries, but now it has been opened in 78 countries. Why is it not open in other countries? The truth is that it will be opened everywhere. But one of the criteria, the company is bringing up is just the community there is not too important. That is why they can wait, because when they will launch it, even if it is later, you see, in fact, people will do it. That is why when you are in a country, just work for the company to be developed in that country. This is very important. The company is waiting for us at this dimension. Now, the number of shares in the company, in Digiu's company, is 100 billion, you see. And that 100 billion, in fact, the Digiu team has 40% of that. There is 40% that is for the community. That means you and I that are paying shares, that are buying, you say packages. You see, it is from there we have the shares. That means here we have 40 billion shares. And now there is another 20% that is just for reserve. That means we are booking it for something, for special purpose. So that is what we have to know. Now, we may talk about the jurisdiction that are important today. When we, in fact, when we do our KYC, today we are in Cyprus, but it is possible for the company to change the jurisdiction, and these are the options: Seychelles, Belize, Vanuatu, Oman, and United Arab Emirates. Our immediate goals, these are our immediate goals: completion of the reorganization, opening an international company, obtaining a crypto and banking license, cap Antipad. Let's say the capitalization of Antipad has to be $8 million, of course. The scaling RWA ecosystem, building a world-class team. In fact, we are working on it, world-class team. That is why I say that people have to work in their countries, like people of Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania. Is in fact the field, Digiu field is very large, very open, even South Africa. Webwise will raise money on its own. That means Webwise has to raise money out of Digiu ecosystem. These are our, let's say, the goals of Digiu this year. So the company launched the buyback of shares, and those people that wanted their money, the company gave them the possibility, you see, to take their money. So that is what you have to know. And here we also have the period where everything was done. So that is what I can say about Digiu today. Let's say about Digiu today. Now, I want a bit to talk about something very, very, very important. So here is not just about in fact, I want to share something very, very, very important today. You know, as I was saying, the company is in a large campaign of what? Of being developed, increasing the community, conquering other, let's say, other people, other kind of people out of what we have today. Because in the digital milieu, you see, we need to be many for us to have a great impact. We need to be many. That is why in the partnership of Digiu is putting an emphasis on the partnership. Don't just remain like that and you think that maybe everything will be done like maybe by magic. No, it is not like that. And the company is really working for the partnership. That means when you are in Digiu, first invest in this wonderful ecosystem that can be like Google tomorrow because of the projects, or let's say the product we have, the technology we developed. And secondly, share the information with others. This is very, very, very important. Share information with others. Don't just stay like that and you say that, no, everything is okay and so on. No, share with others in your countries and so on for the community to be developed. Because when the company is developed, teach for the company, because the company also wants like to share the products, in fact, to be communicating with other fields, with other countries. I remember let's say one of the talk of the CEO one time, he said that they want to develop Africa. That means to be implemented here and to bring something new in our countries. But it cannot really be done if the impact of our community here is small. That is why I want to encourage people. Next time when we come to the webinar, talk to one of people. And now register those people. When they will have, let's say when they will invest, you will be the one to benefit. First of all, you will be the one to benefit. So that is something that I wanted to say, that I wanted to share. So the company is there like to be working with other people because of the vision we have, because of the vision the company has. So now like this, it is important for us to know how to talk Digiu, to talk about Digiu with others. Now, I want us to share a bit some techniques because I know that some people may ask themselves, Some people may ask, okay, I want to share Digiu, but how can I do? How can I do to share Digiu with others? Some people can ask like that, how can I do? Okay, one of the things for you to become like a good marketer of Digiu is for you to talk about Digiu almost every day. If you decide to talk or to work with someone, let's say one person every day, I know that you will go far. How? You can be prospecting Digiu with your people, with your friend. That is one thing. You can be a help, or let's say you can be training someone on something on Digiu every day. That is why, if now you do it every day, you realize that by just 3 months, your let's say your team will increase. Now, just know that here we have a big game. What is the big game? Winning one Bitcoin, one Bitcoin. The Bitcoin now is something like it's around $70,000 presently. Just imagine that you win one Bitcoin. Just imagine. But now it's not just a matter of just winning a Bitcoin. Also, there is also another promotion for partners, the partners of the ecosystem. That is why it's very good and interesting for you, you see, to start considering to say that, no, for now, I want now to work with Digiu, because if you win one Bitcoin, I know that in fact it will be a good pleasure, something very good and interesting for you. So if you start talking with people now, let's say today, every time you talk, you train people, you talk, you encourage people, I know that by that time, in fact, your team will be great and you will be able like to be, let's say, the one winning that Bitcoin. So in fact, it is where I want to stop here first. Now I'm going to give the floor to Mr. Gaffa, because we started a bit late and I do not want us to laugh. Mr. Gaffa will talk more on the big game, the way to win one Bitcoin.
I would like just, first of all, am I audible? Can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, we are hearing you.
Oh, okay. Wonderful. Once again, greetings to all of our wonderful community. And I'm really appreciating this people they have found. I mean, just time and joining this wonderful session. Thank you very much, Junior, for your excellent presentation, what you have presented to our community. And delighted that I'm participating here and meeting our respected members or partners or newly joining this community. And I hope that this number of our partners and audience, it will be increased from every hour, these seminars or webinars with you. That because I already told you that I like these African countries, especially this English-speaking country, that because I have wonderful friends and Junior is one of them. And just by listening to joining to Digiu ecosystem, definitely you will be a part of the future. That because you know that final this goal of this ecosystem is just creating its own metaverse, and you know that already 188 countries all over the world. We have our partners, people who registered themselves, and they have become this. I mean, just this investors, and definitely they are shareholders. And you know that by purchasing or getting these shares of this respected ecosystem, Digiu, you will become a co-owner of all these products what they have already, or I mean, just created, or I mean, just they have, I mean, just developing, and for the time being already. So you know that we have 25 this project, and they are dealing with artificial intelligence and blockchain technologies and other modern technologies. You know that within this 6 years, 5 years, sorry, 5 years, so 6 times already have been paid this, I mean, dividends over these shares. And moreover, so we have already launched one buyback procedure. That means that the company already is just buying back the shares if some people they need, or if they have some expression, definitely they can sell this their shares, getting some benefit or for better, I mean, prices, or you can keep them with themselves in order to wait for more better options for future. But definitely main things what we already we have listened from respected junior and he made it excellently. So, and main focus I would like to make for this I mean, great game that is Bitcoin, one Bitcoin, and one Bitcoin that is for partners. The second Bitcoin that will be for means referral activists, and moreover, these people who are participating from our respected representatives all over Africa. Definitely, these people also they will be, I mean, rewarded by this card and other valuable things to themselves. But first of all, I would like just to say you that being a holder of, I mean, even one Bitcoin, that means that you are, so you will at least for today's price, it is 85,000, but we know that the market has gone slightly down. I mean, it's fluctuating, and but recently it was more than 100,000 in dollars, and as the number of Bitcoin it is restricted, we can expect, and we may expect that for future. So within 5 years, so I think that the price will be more than 500,000 in dollars, and definitely there is not too, I mean, long time when it will reach 1 million in dollars. And maybe today you by just hearing such kind of, I mean, news, you will be slightly surprised, but everything may happen because Bitcoin is very strong and cryptocurrency, and the company decided that just to reward people who are in reality they are well participated in such kind of promo what we have launched within this ecosystem of DGU. So one thing that there is one roadmap also is there for this. I mean, this great game that is. It started from March, and the first stage it will be start. I mean, just continuing from March to May. That starts March 10, and get tickets for a big game for task and participate in monthly draws. That means that so three sections are there. First is March to May, June to August, and the third is September to November. And the last round final that will be in December. And the winners for this Bitcoin, I mean the giveaway that will be done over there in December. And definitely that is a wonderful and tremendous opportunity to everyone who can maybe participating in this promo and getting this reward. So first, as I told you, a newly joined, from just partners. The second Bitcoin, it is for, this leaders or affiliate programmers. And moreover, there will be other this just some other prices also will be given. So there's so many functions will be in between. So March to June, just December. That means 9 months. I don't think that it is very difficult and tough for everyone who is going to be a participator of such kind of wonderful opportunity. So you will get this, reward or this prize for 1 Bitcoin, and I don't think that it is difficult for you. Moreover, so we have launched one more, wonderful, promo that was not earlier. I have not seen. That means that suppose if you are bringing so if you are participating in or bringing new partner and he purchases a package of the shares from this first payment, you will get from his first payment. So you will get 30%. So there was never such kind. So we had some 15% from first line. We had 10%, but we had never such a kind of event when from the first line you could get, 30%. It's also wonderful advantage. And I think and I hope that everyone from our African community, they will be participating and they will be enjoying of such kind of wonderful opportunity to bring new partners and getting from them, just this from first day payment, 30%, suppose. So you have just brought 1%. He purchased it, the package of for 1,000 in dollars. So immediately, so you will get, 300 in dollars from his first payment. But suppose if someone, purchases for $250, but he will pay in installment and only from his first payment, from this $50 what he has paid, you will be, rewarded or given only this 30% out of $50. That's why for your benefit, if your partner will purchase the package for more price than if it is possible. In this case, definitely your benefit will be wonderful. So that is also great opportunity to everyone, to every, person who is in reality interested, just to promote this affiliating program within the ecosystem. I would like to tell to all of you that, DGU shares as Mr. and my friend Junior as well. It's very, very strong, very, very in these shares because it is fully now registered and legal. ISIN number to every these shares they are giving, and the company is doing everything possible in order to strengthen these shares. But I will tell to you one very important thing that the shares will not be remaining forever. The timing for these shares, definitely, it is very, very restricted. And please just rush and do your best and offer to your best, fellows, or just friends, or everyone who you are surrounded by, just to be a holder of these shares. You know that after some time, definitely the selling of the share, it will be stopped and company will be starting to be prepared to bring these shares to IPO. Definitely before coming to IPO, they will be auditing of a system, and there will be some other preparatory jobs conducted by ecosystem. And after that one, definitely the shares will be, I mean, in listed in, I mean, just stock markets or any other, I mean, legal, I mean, actions definitely. So, I mean, practices will be definitely conducted toward this. I mean, share. I mean, I'm saying that some any other, I mean, types of, I mean, just using of the shares definitely also predicted. I don't think that it will be continuing or getting too much or long time. So that's why, please, once again, think about all these things and bring this your people as you are respected. I mean, these leaders, and you are known in your neighborhoods, in your countries, and that will be for favor not only for yourself, but for the favor of other people whom you are surrounded by. And that will be definitely for favor of all of us, because the main goal and final goal of Digiu ecosystem, that is first of all to make everyone who is a holder of Digiu ecosystems shares, so the final beneficiary of all these outputs, what company will be developing within it, within the scope of this, I mean, Digiu ecosystem. So you know that up to this moment, as Junior, he has already expressed it and shown. So we have 25 these projects, and we are developing, we are working on all of them, and we are bringing them, first of all, to make them monetizing and bringing them to the world market. Definitely. So what IUAVA is the first of our cross-chain protocol. We have developed it within the frame of our technological framework of this our, I mean, ecosystem, and that was born in our these laboratories, blockchain technologies and artificial intelligence, I mean, laboratory, and now it is listed in different, I mean, this DeFi exchanges, and you can see them in that market also. It's freely now, I mean, sold and bought, and as market now, I told you that market has slightly, I mean, came down, but within some time you will see that it will be rising, and definitely that will be one of the most, I mean, just valuable this, I mean, tokens in all these markets. A part of it, you know that we have wonderful products that already they are fully, I mean, in DeFi. That means that you will be only working with yourself and the system, and you are owner fully of this, all these techniques of this system, that is DGU wheels and the deposits also. That because in DeFi there is no any risk, nothing is there, so you can freely enjoy and get wonderful income in from this. I mean, just all this. I mean, programs what we have within this. I mean, Digi ecosystem. As Junior also told it already, all this all these, I mean, these benefits, I mean, this dividends, what we have paid during this 5 years, 6 time, that will be, they have been given, I mean, just due to, or thanks to this, our DeFi, this project, DGU Wealth. And you will be also, I mean, participant and make investment and good and get very good income. That because I myself am enjoying by investing, and I know that how it is working. It's working excellently, and every month I can withdraw whatever amount I would like. But it is very and very reliable, first of all. The second is there is no any risk, nothing is there, and very good control over there, and everything is provided in an excellent manner. So you can see it, you can search it, you can learn it and definitely make investment and enjoy of such kind of wonderful income, wonderful. So you will not get such kind of income if you make a deposit in any banking system or any other places. I'm really telling that practically it is the best one. So moreover, one more of from this wonderful of our project, that is Solana. Validators, holders, because already we have launched it, and we would like to launch uh, or around 1,000 this validatoring. So, and being just validator holder for Solana Foundation, it is excellent, opportunity to everyone there, because you see, first of all, you will pass, just this testnet period that will take from 6 months to 18 months. Then you will start working in Mainnet, and after some time you will start to get income from 3,000 to 6,000 in dollars per month. That is also wonderful. There's opportunity. You know that. Uh, Solana, blockchain that is very strong, very famous, that because it is American blockchain, and definitely recently this, Trump meme coin and Milana meme coin, all of them, they have been launched through this ecosystem. Just this foundation of this blockchain, and now, yes, the market has slightly came down. The price for every Solana is nearly some 114, 45 in dollars, but we are expecting, and I myself expecting, that after some time, definitely that may reach even 1,000 in dollars every Solana. So that's why that is also a good opportunity to everyone to make investment and definitely get income and would benefit from such kind of product from this ecosystem. Moreover, as already have been told, so we have some other product which you can use them, like Apata binary X, and so we have Antipata, we have wallets and everything. All these products, they are just developed within this ecosystem of Digiu. So, and multi-project. So all of them, they are dealing with artificial intelligence, blockchain technologies, and other modern technologies. So the final goal of this company, that by just purchasing their these packages or shares of DGU, so automatically you will become co-owner of all these products. One more thing I would like to tell, that every year, at least minimum, up to 10 these new projects also dealing with artificial intelligence, blockchain technologies, and other modern technologies. They will be joining or developing within the frame of ecosystem of DGU. So that means that every month, every year, the number of products of DGU, it will be only increasing, and we are expecting new and new our unicorns, likewise our AVA and other this new projects, new unicorn, definitely they will be bringing and developing within the frame of ecosystem of DGU. So one more, main goal is just creating wonderful IT parks globally. And I would like to see new wonderful this IT parks within African continent, because I know that there are so many smart people, and they can develop these IT parks and develop this our laboratories dealing with artificial intelligence, blockchain technologies, and other modern technologies. And definitely that will be wonderful opportunity to everyone. So one thing I would like to tell you, that this shares not only for decades, but it is for 50 years, for 100 and more years, that because not only you will be beneficiaries of this outputs, but your generation, your children and your these successors also, they will be, beneficiary of all these shares what you will be purchasing today. That because suppose if I could know some 15 years back that so by purchasing this Google's or Apple's or any other famous Amazon's shares for $1,000, today I could earn more than 625,000 in dollars, and moreover I could get many and many dividends. But at the beginning, very few people they were knowing about all these things. These companies now they are very, very famous, and it is impossible practically to purchase their shares. The same will happen with Digiu ecosystem. It is only beginning. Within 5 years, you already have seen how it is wonderfully. Just working, and within 10 years, I don't know which, just horizons and highest horizons, of world's economy financially or in DeFi, we will be reaching that because beyond of 2030, we are creating when we are reaching this our metaverse, and this is our final goal to reach this our metaverse, and all of you will be beneficiary of all these outputs, the shares and others. And DGU is the best ecosystem I have seen for up to this moment, that because it is very and just fastly growing ecosystem. Wonderful people they are working within this ecosystem. Greatest scientists they are working over these projects what we are working, because they are very and very essentially learned and work it out these projects indefinitely. So we are expecting the best of income from all this project what we have. Just participate in this wonderful opportunity in great game or big game, and just become a holder of this, Bitcoin and other prices. They are just offered it by this ecosystem. Thank you very much. And I like you, and I know that African community is the best one and very beautiful and attractive for future, definitely. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Gaffa. Thank you very, very, very much for all those information. So Digiu will have its own metaverse. Digiu is working on it 2030. That is a very wonderful time. So it is very important for us to maximize in our shares today and so on. So I don't know if there is a question. I am seeing just Dr. Onyema and Mr. Nana. Mr. Nana, I'm seeing the way the network is disturbing, going in and out, in and out. I know that this is a network issue. I don't know if there is a question. If there is a question, you are going just to ask, to open your mic and ask and talk. Is there any question about where we are going to, what we are doing here in Digiu, this wonderful ecosystem? Dr. Onyema, are you with us? Mr. Nana, are you with us? All right.
Yes, Dr. Yam, I am with you. Good evening.
All right. Is there any question, any misunderstanding, any participation? It's very important because this is our rendezvous.
I don't have any question. I've been a member of DGU for the past 2 years. I'm a very active member. Up to now, I'm still paying my installments. I don't have any question.
All right, that is wonderful. So there is Netherlands, right? You are in Netherlands, right? Oh, maybe it's not getting me. All right. We are going to close this meeting. We thank very much Mr. Gaffa for the sacrifice. Another day in Novosibik is already late. Maybe 2 o'clock. Is it like that? Mr. Gaffa?
Yes, yes, it's like, yes, yes, yes,
So thank
yes.
you very much for the sacrifice. We are seeing all the sacrifice, and we know that everything will be okay.